Your Country 1039 KGRT, Miss Carly Pierce, and what he didn't do.
Time now for the question of the day.
Yes, my friends, it is our question of the daytime, and for our Friday, there are lots of choices for our question of the day, but there is something coming up tomorrow that I just could not pass up. And no, it is not the fact that tomorrow happens to be Earth Day. Nope, that's not it. Tomorrow is Record Store Day. That's right. And if you've got a record store in your area, more than likely they're going to take part in Record Store Day. And this is a day, especially if you're really into vinyl, where they can re-release some stuff. They have special releases. They have some, live concert stuff or extra special editions that they are releasing in a lot of different types of music for Record Store Day. And if you are a vinyl file, as they say, that you're really into your vinyl records, it's really a good day to pick up some cool stuff. Now, that got me thinking about Record Store Day and all the records we used to listen to when we were kids. Now, I won't even limit this to vinyl, I'll put it that way. But, when I was a kid, I listened to a whole lot of different records when I was growing up. My uncles always had a lot of that classic rock stuff that they were listening to on vinyl. A lot of the Who and the Guess Who and some, what is it? Who else was there? The Eagles, a lot of Eagles stuff like that. My mom was listening to Elvis Presley. She had a lot of Elvis Presley records. I used to listen to those all the time as well. But I do remember sitting in my dad's bedroom where he had his record player there and listening to over and over again two albums. One, the the Urban Cowboy soundtrack. I would listen to Devil Went Down to Georgia all day long for sure. And believe it or not, the Smurfs album. Hey, I was a kid, but I had a real affinity for, Pink Toothbrush and Blue Toothbrush. I think that was one of the songs on there. I don't know. But I did love listening to the records. So what records did you used to play over and over again when you were younger? Think about that one. That is our question of the day in honor of National Record Store Day tomorrow. So go ahead and let me know your answers by giving me a call on the KGRT hotline, 575-523-5478. That's 575-523-KGRT. And, of course, we are live on our social media pages, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And you can go ahead and leave a comment on any of those pages as well. But what is your answer for our question of the day in honor of Record Store Day that is tomorrow? What records did you used to play over and over again when you were younger? That is our question of the day. Okay, exclusively up on our social media pages now. And I used to listen to a lot of different types of records when I was a kid because my uncles always listened to some different things. My mom and my dad both listened to completely different things. So at mom's house, I do remember going through a lot of Elvis Presley records. And then at dad's house, it was always some country stuff. But yeah, that Urban Cowboy soundtrack, I listened over and over again. The Devil Went Down to Georgia. I don't know how many times. And for some strange reason, I think my little brothers had that Smurfs album. If you can remember this was like way before the TV show or anything else like that. And Smurfs was just like this album of kids' songs from Sweden, I think is where they originated. And yeah, I would listen to that over and over again. Let's see. Dean says, left a comment there. He would listen to all of the Kiss albums. And I do remember listening to a few Kiss albums back in the day. I think I had a neighbor, one of my friends there had the Kiss albums, and those were pretty good. But yeah, I can see some of those in there, getting in there, because it was just, honestly, when I was growing up in the 70s and the 80s, there was so much good music there and in all kinds of genres. I also remember getting really, really upset when Saturday Night Fever came out as a kid, because I wanted to go see the movie. Obviously, my parents did the right thing, and they were not going to let me go and watch Saturday Night Live at my age. So we did have the soundtrack, though, and yeah, I listened to that one. Oh, I remember particularly, I think when my mom and my aunt went to go see the movie, I think that was the night, sitting in my grandma's house just listening to that album over and over again, because they wouldn't let me go see the movie. I had to wait for years to watch that movie, and I think it was out on HBO. But yeah, so many different genres, so many different things. I think it's definitely one of those things that contributed to me just being the music person that I am today, for sure. But go ahead and let me know your answers. What records were you listening to as a kid? And don't necessarily leave it limited to vinyl or anything else like that. If it's vinyl, it's cool. But, back in the day, if your parents had some, records that they were listening to, cassettes or anything else like that, were you listening to some of that stuff? What were you listening to when you were a kid? Or did you ever break down your parents' albums? Yeah, go ahead and let me know your answers to our question of the day. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in and around the world. Apparently, if you are a Twitter person, Twitter is going to start demanding people pay $8 for a blue checkmark verification. Now, they've thought about doing this one for a while right there, but it's a way of that they're going to make a little bit of money and everybody still gets their verification. Of course, quite honestly, if you wanted to verify that you are who you will say you are, that's one reason to go ahead and get it done. Yeah. Also saw that Uber Eats is now using robots to deliver orders. I haven't seen that anywhere around town yet, but then again, I had to stop ordering out like that a lot. Let's see. Fendi is now selling an Italian-made crystal dog necklace for $950. Ooh, I don't know. Other dogs could get jealous right there. That could not be good. Also saw that Jennifer Coolidge is going to receive the Comedic Genius Award at this year's MTV Movie and TV Awards. Well, okay, if it works, I think past recipients include Sacha Baron Cohen, Kevin Hart, and Will Ferrell as well. And it looks like the Oakland A's may move to Las Vegas. Ooh, Las Vegas getting all the major sports now. They have entered into agreement to purchase land there, and the team may build a new ballpark with a retractable roof, and the stadium would seat about 30,000 people. So if they get football and they get Major League Baseball in there, how long before Las Vegas gets an NBA team there? Might want to plan some more trips to Vegas here pretty soon. Well, once again, we are looking for answers for your question. What albums did you like to listen to when you were a kid? In honor of Record Store Day for tomorrow. And Melissa, hey, it's Missy. And she says that she was listening to Que Sera Sera by Doris Day and Good Morning, My Dear Friend. You know what? Que Sera Sera, whatever will be, my friends. And that was a good album for sure. I used to play that song every now and then myself. But once again, what is your answer? What records did you used to play over and over again when you were younger? Now, I will say this because as I said, I didn't want to limit it to vinyl. But I also remember over and over again, and you guys could ask my mom about that. You guys know me. You can ask my mom about this one. When I was a kid, like kindergarten, right around that time there, over and over again, it was two songs that I used to listen to over and over again. Freddie Fender, Wasted Days and Wasted Nights, or Donut Until the Last Teardrop Falls. I would listen to those two songs over and over again. And my absolute favorite song when I was a kid, Don't It Make Your Brown Eyes Blue, Crystal Gale. Yeah. And you know what? Just because of that, I feel like I'm going to play that one on Sunday morning when we do the Kickback Country Show. But once again, let me know your answers to our question of the day. What record did you used to play over and over again when you were younger? That's all in honor of Record Store Day, which is on Saturday. So go ahead and let me know your answers to our question